Hey everybody, ThrewRedButter here, back again with another beer review, back again with another Trillium beer at our hands. This one's a pretty big beer that we're doing tonight. It's an 11% barrel-aged Imperial Stout. It is a take on their, hope I'm saying this correctly, Doppio Affogato. This is an Imperial Stout with vanilla, coffee, and milk sugar. And then aged in bourbon barrels. I don't know the period of time that it was, aged in bourbon barrels. A collaboration with Wakefield Brewing coming in, 11% alcohol by volume. It is the Trillium Brewing and Wakefield Brewing Barrel Aged Doppio Affogato. All right. For those who don't know, there's been a beer collaboration between Trillium and Wakefield Brewing. Back in the day, there was Affogato, then Barrel Aged Affogato, then Doppio Affogato, and now Barrel Aged Doppio Affogato. With Affogato, I believe, being one of their highest rated beers they've ever done, so good for you guys. I have not had regular Doppio Affogato. I believe Doppio is Italian for double. When it relates to coffee, it's a double shot of espresso. No, I didn't Google that, and I'm not reciting that word for word. Don't check me on that. I had to. All right, I'm losing the light around here. Maybe you really can't tell on camera, but I can around here. I can barely see anything, so let's get right into it. The appearance on the barrel-aged Doppio Affogato. Pitch black body, completely pitch black. The head was a lot bigger. Right now, it's coming in less than a finger. It fizzled away like soda, but what is still there is just the darkest dark brown head imaginable. Let's get an aroma on the barrel-aged Doppio Affogato. I don't say this, not to be mean, for lack of a better term, but all the Trillium barrel-aged stouts, they pretty much smell the same, especially the bourbon barrel-aged stouts. I mean, it's really intense. The hallmark is it's got really intense booziness, but it's not, setting my nostrils on fire. It's not alcohol-ridden, but it's got that, again, intense booziness aroma to it. That is always first and foremost. Fuck ton of chocolate on this one. Wow. Definitely getting those milk sugars, vanilla, caramelized sugar. Good amount of bourbon in there. Yeah, actually, very good amount of bourbon in there. I gotta work on not looking down and talking and describing the beer. My apologies. My camera presence is god-awful. Lots of roasted coffee in this one. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, bourbon. Ooh, vanilla right there. That was a nice little kick of vanilla. Dark chocolate and vanilla. Almost, what are those cookies called? I just went food shopping the other day. Pinwheels. Maybe some like shredded coconut, toasted coconut too from the barrel. Big whiff of chocolate and vanilla right there, so it's got a lot going on, baby. Let's see what we can do on the taste. So let's get a taste on the barrel-aged Doppio Affogato. Cheers. Vanilla, milk sugar, lactose, coffee, more dark chocolate. It's a good sugary buzz going down, I'll tell you that right now. Nice nice caramel notes there too. Oh man, burnt sugar. Lots of bourbon too. Whew, that is just coating the tongue. Every chance we get. I mean, you go in, you're promised a sweet, decadent dessert stout. That's exactly what you get in here. Almost like an ice cream sundae. Yeah, really delicious milk chocolate and dark chocolate. Yeah. Black coffee. Good bitterness from the black coffee flavors, too. Residual vanilla and caramel. Good amount of bourbon. Like barrel, other than the bourbon from the bourbon barrel, yeah, good touch of oak there as well. Yeah, I'm looking for a little more of the actual barrel itself that was there on the nose. I wish it was more here on the taste, but no, still really good. Yeah, I got a lot of oak right there. Yeah, I'm really surprised at the amount of caramel and vanilla going on in this one. I really dig it. Yeah, pause. Wake up. I'm getting a thinking cramp in between sips. Oh, man. Body is thick, viscous, like motor oil, like you wouldn't believe. All those sweet confectionary notes are just coating the tongue every single sip. It's not letting up at all. Again, 11%. I believe it's 11%, but I mean, it's a black label with gray writing. I can barely freaking see it on here, but I'm pretty sure it's 11%. Either way, double-digit ABV. Slight warming on the back end of each sip, but it's cutting into the sweetness, which is really helping move the beer along the palate. So perfectly fine with that. Absolutely. But yeah, it's a good, typical of that pastry stout, that diabetes, Wilford Brimley kind of stout characteristics. So it's a big sipper for sure, but it's really tasty and decadent. I really like this one. So, as for a final score, final verdict, final rating on the Trillium Brewing and J. Wakefield Brewing Barrel Aged Doppio Affagato Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good bourbon barrel aged stout, really good pastry stout, dessert stout, quote unquote. Uh, Going in, knowing these Trillium barrel aged stouts, these Trillium pastry stouts, these Trillium barrel aged pastry stouts, check. I knew it was going to pretty much be a big sugar buzz going on, but it's not all, it's not a sugar bomb at all. It's a huge barrel-aged stout, barrel-aged pastry stout, and there's enough balance between the bourbon and the barrel and all those pastry stout characteristics, which makes for a really fantastic beer. So, 2 thumbs up there. I think I'm going to copyright 2 thumbs up. I don't think anyone else has ever used that, but definitely not, my favorite barrel-aged imperial stout, barrel-aged pastry stout, but really good. Good enough to get it to the elite scores, so I'll go even 9.0 out of 10. Really good beer. 9.0 out of 10 for the Trillium and J. Wakefield Barrel-Aged Doppio Affagato Imperial Stout. That's going to do it for me. Through Red Butter. Till next time. Cheers, everybody.